was a cheerleader, and my brother, I'd always cheered for him at his football games. He was a receiver in high school. My dad was a quarterback. So I just kind of grew up around football, tossing the ball around outside in the backyard. Never knew it would turn into anything. Tried to go to college to cheer, found out that didn't really work out. The girls were all just skinny little things, and I'm a little different than that. So started playing for a flag team, a co-ed flag team, and got a little too aggressive. So I looked online and found that we had a professional women's team in Atlanta, and it's been there ever since.
The Atlanta Xplosion is a full-contact women's professional football team. We've been playing in the Atlanta area since 2002. We're part of the IWFL, which is the Independent Women's Football League, which they have about 33 teams in the league across the United States. And it's full contact, helmets, shoulder pads, 1st and 10. The only difference is the smaller football, and we do play by NFL rules.
The Atlanta Xplosion is a team unlike any other team. We are a team that wins in Atlanta, and we win big. We win all the time. We win national championships. We're a dynamic group of people who do professional jobs, teachers, lawyers.
Of course we've got a little bit of issues here and there. A lot of moms on the team who have to go get a babysitter for the kids, so they might be late to practice, things like that. But our coaches don't point out that we're females. They don't treat us differently because we're females, and we don't play differently because we're females. We play like football players.
Our team is very strong on both sides of the ball, and we have a great foundation from the past that we're building on now. And these girls want to do something that's really unheard of. So you have their attention, and they want to be coached, they want to learn the game. So you don't run into that cockiness, you don't run into that like when you coach men and when I played, so they're very easy to coach.
I have coached men before, and they are a little bit different. Their attention span is a little bit smaller. You do have to be very repetitive in trying to teach the men plays and really executing the plays, but on the women's side, it's the same thing. I think the main difference between coaching women and men is women's attention to detail. When you're coaching a man, you can say, this is the way I want it done, and it's just because I want it done this way. And he'll say, okay. You tell a woman that, and she's like, well, why? And you've got to tell her the whys to go along with the whats.
They're not as in your face as you've seen some of the high school coaches. They don't grab our face mask and yank us around. There's none of that, but they'll yell at you and they'll sit your butt down if you mess up. So, it's still pretty aggressive with them, and it's all about fundamentals with us. So that's really what we preach is alignment, assignment, execution. So it's very fundamentally sound football.
Every person, even my head coach down to my general manager, down to my kicker, has a day job that they basically come here after work. Some players work at night and have to come and practice for a couple hours during the day and on Saturday. So everybody's working and moving schedules around it so that they can be a part of this team.
It's not like one of us is Michael Vick walking around and gets noticed in a restaurant. That just doesn't happen. The only way we get noticed is if we have on our jerseys and somebody says, hey, what do you guys do? Are y'all a softball team? Or, it's still, not everybody knows yet.
Actually, I think a lot of us play for the reason that we can challenge what you're supposed to be as a woman. You're not supposed to want to, go out and tackle someone. And there's a lot of great athletes on our team who have been athletes in many sports, like basketball, track, soccer, anything you can think of. They've come to football with the same kind of feelings and training and expectations for themselves that they're not going to accept anything but winning. And so for the new girls on the team like myself, we have a great example, and football brings you together not like any other sport I've ever played.
It's a wonderful team, wonderful teammates, great coaching staff, and it's just a phenomenal opportunity for me to get to continue my athletic career past college, past everything else in the professional realm, but also, to get to do the sport I've always wanted to play. It's just a dream come true for me.